Hi, I'm Bonnie Barker with BonnieBayCrochet.com, and this is video number 5. This is the last in the video series of the Divine Textured Throw and Pillows. And what we're going to do this time around is we're going to work the perimeter round all the way around the throw. And this is simply going to be a single crochet, and I'll show you how to do that up close in just a second. And then after that, we're going to work on the cable lace trim, which I think you'll find interesting. Okay, right now, as my throw stands, all 4 rows of the squares sewn together, not sewn together, crocheted together using the knurl stitch. I am getting the measurement of 45 inches across, approximately 56.5 inches long. Of course, those measurements are going to change just a tad. The width will probably increase by maybe 1/2 inch once you do the perimeter round. Now the other ends are going to increase maybe 3 to 4 inches. We'll measure that at the end. I'm getting a lot of questions about the size of the squares. A lot of concern if they're not exactly the same size as the gauge. I would say don't worry about that. As long as all your squares are the same size, you should be fine. Mine actually measure 11 by 11. That's 11 inches by 11 inches. If yours are smaller, you can always choose to make more squares and sew them together or crochet them together. And in that sense, this throw can be whatever size you want it to be. I get a lot of questions, emails from people wanting to know, well, how many chains if I want to make it bigger? Well, this is the one throw that you're totally in charge of. You can make it as big or as small as you would like. Okay, well, with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now we're going to begin the perimeter round. I'm going to begin across one of the ends, which is the shorter section of the blanket, which should be 4 squares across and not 5. First, I'm going to join with a slip stitch, like so. Okay, now I'm going to work a single crochet in the same place where I joined. And I'm going to work a single crochet in each, let me move these strands out of the way. I'm going to work a single crochet in each single crochet and in each chain 2 across. Okay, I'm also using the smaller hook. Okay, this is the size J if you're using the same hooks as me, or the smaller. That's just one size smaller than your gauge hook. I'm going to go ahead and work this across to the chain 2 section, and then I'll show you how I work that. Okay, now I'm getting close to where a join is between the squares. I'm going to single crochet in each stitch. I'm going to single crochet in the chain 2 space and in the next chain 2 space, just like that. And then in each single crochet across, and just keep on going. Okay, the one thing I'm going to clarify is once you get to the corner, you're going to single crochet, chain 2, and then a single crochet in that same corner. Now the written pattern says you just have to chain 1. It's really a personal preference. You can either do, a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the corner, or you can use a chain 2. I'm just going to use a chain 2 because it's easier to see, and I know it's there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just go all the way around the complete perimeter, and then when I get back, we will start the cable lace trim. Okay, I've gone ahead and worked one end of the finishing just to show you where we are headed. We are going to work a row of double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and skipping a stitch in between. Then we're going to work a row, 2 rows actually, of the low front ridge. And then this cable, which you should be really familiar with by now. And then another 2 rows of the low front ridge. And then after that, we're going to work another row of the double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch here, double crochet all the way across. And then we are going to work our shell edging made up of treble crochets, 4 treble crochets, a picot, and then 4 treble crochets. Okay, so that's where we are headed. to finish this, and you're going to need to work this on both ends of your throw. Now for this one, for the first row ends, you can just continue on. You do not have to fasten off. If you have fastened off, it's not a problem. Just join with the slip stitch and work the chain 4 at the beginning. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm working on the other end, so I am going to have to join my yarn. Okay, you want to make sure that you're on the end where there are 4 squares, not 5. And you also want to make sure that it's with the right side facing as you join with the slip stitch in the chain 2 corner, like so. Okay, now we're going to chain 4, and this chain 3 is going to represent a double crochet plus a chain. So we're going to use, 1, 2, 3, 4, and also notice I'm still using my smaller hook. Okay, now we're going to skip the first single crochet, which is right here where the join was, and we're going to double crochet in the next. Okay, now we're going to chain 1, skip the next single crochet, and double crochet in the next. And we're going to do this all the way across to the chain 2 corner. Chain 1, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet. Whoops. We're going to do this all the way across. We get something like this. Okay, so I've worked this all the way across to the last 2 stitches. Okay, the instructions are to work the last stitch here, but I'm going to go ahead and skip the last stitch, and I'm going to work my last double crochet in the chain 2 because I think that's just going to make it a little more even on the end for me. I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to turn. Okay, now we're going to be working across each stitch. We're going to single crochet in each double crochet and in the chain 1 space. Oops. So single crochet in each double crochet and chain 1 space all the way across the row. Now as we come to the end of this single crochet row, we're going to work a single crochet, and this is going to be worked in the chain 1, and then remember this also counts as a double crochet, so we're going to work in that 3rd chain. I'm going to grab 2 strands because I like to do it that way. A single crochet in the top or in the chain 3 of the turning chain. I'm going to chain 1 turn. Now for the next 6 rows, they are going to be a repeat. We are going to work 2 rows, the low front ridge. We're going to work 2 rows of the cable, and then we're going to work 2 rows of the low front ridge, and we're going to work it right along here along the edge. Okay, so I'm going to skip the first one like I've done in the past, working in the front loop only, work the slip stitch all the way across, then we're going to come back with our single crochet and go ahead and work 2 rows of the cable stitch, or the row 1 and 2 of the cable stitch, and then again the low front ridge, and then I'll show you what I have. So after finishing the low front ridge cable and another low front ridge rows, this is what our border is coming to look like. Now we're going to go ahead and chain 4, 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip the first stitch, and we're going to double crochet in the next. We're going to do this all the way. I'm going to make sure I have all the strands here. Okay, now we're going to do this all the way across. This is the repeat of the row that we did down here. And chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, I've worked this all the way across the row, and I'm going to go ahead and skip the last single crochet and work my last double crochet in the chain 1 space. Okay, turn, chain 1. Now this is the last row. We are going to work a single crochet in the first stitch, a single crochet in the next stitch, which is a chain 1, and then a single crochet in the next chain, or rather in the next double crochet. Okay, now we're going to work a shell stitch made of trebles. So we're going to skip 1, the chain space, the double crochet, and the chain space, and then the next double crochet right here, we're going to work 4 treble crochets. Okay, I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 treble crochets. Now we're going to work a picot by having a chain 3, and we're going to slip stitch in the first chain, just like so. Slip stitch. Now we're going to work 4 more trebles in the same double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, just like so. Now this is with the back side facing, so the front side facing will have the back side of the trebles, which is actually kind of a nice lacier look. Alright, so now we're going to skip the next chain space, the next double crochet, next chain space, and we simply do a single crochet in the next double crochet. Okay, now we're going to skip the chain space, the double crochet, the chain space, and we're going to do that again, actually do that all the way across. 4 trebles, okay, 4 treble crochets, chain 3, slip stitch in the first chain, and 4 more treble crochets in the same space. Okay, skip the chain space, skip the DC, and skip another chain space and single crochet in the next. So let's go ahead and look at that from a distance. Let me turn it around, show you what it would look like from this side. And this is the final row of the afghan. So let me go ahead and finish this, and I'll show you the ending of the row. Okay, I'm just about to finish the last shell, and what I'm going to do is, instead of working the last single crochet in this double crochet, I'm going to move it over just a little bit and work it in the turning chain, and then I'm going to work 1 single crochet in the double crochet, and then 1 more double crochet right here at the end, and I'm going to fasten off. I'm going to go ahead and cut, leaving a nice long strand. And since that's the absolute last strand of this afghan, I am officially done, except for the task of hiding what seems like about 1,000 strands now. But using the yarn needle, I think you'll find this to be quite satisfying, and it will move along quite quickly. Okay, we still have the wrong side facing us, which is good, so I'm going to just kind of, actually I'm going to come around, I'm going to bring it underneath this stitch here. Again, there's no set rules on how to do this, except for the one rule that when you do hide these stitches, you don't want them to be seen ever again. You don't want them to come undone. You don't want them to become seen. Okay, I'm going to work this down into the stitch like so. Okay, and I'm going to bring it down here. And I'm going to run it underneath these single crochets. You don't have to do this a lot. I'm just, I like these to be really deeply hidden in the work so they don't pop out or show up again. Okay, so I give it a little tug. Now I'm going to very, very carefully clip the strand. So it is now hidden. So let me go ahead and I'll turn this around so you can get a better view. If you ever have any questions, or if you want to show me your gorgeous pictures of your crochet work, I would love to see them. You can send them You can reach me on Facebook at Bonnie Bay Crochet, or you can directly email me at bonniebay@me.com. That's also on my website at the same address. So I hope you enjoyed this. I just want to wish you the best. God bless. Bye.